Channel 16 GMCM News.
Starring Michaela Anderson, Carly Burlingame, Alexander Collins, and Gage Cota.
Enjoy the show.
Today we are going to zoom in on a past event that was a big part of a change in history. We are comparing what happened in real life to a book called Mississippi Trial 1955, written by Chris Crow.
In 1955, a local 14-year-old boy from Chicago came down to Greenwood to visit his cousins from Money. During his visit in Money, he whistled at a woman at the local Bryant store. The woman felt violated, and Emmett went home to his uncle's house.
It all went downhill from there, and the news spread around fast, and as soon as you know it, there was a body found in the bottom of the Tallahatchie River.
Okay, enough said. Let's hand this story over to Logan to talk about the characters.
Now to our experts.
Hi, I'm Alexander Collins. This is Logan, here to talk about the characters from Mississippi Trial 1955. Now to you, Logan.
Grandma was a hard worker and seemed to always make good food. It was really sad when she died, and Grandpa was sad too. But then Ruth Ann took her place, and she seemed to make just as good food.
I'm here to talk about Hiram. Hiram is the main character of the story, Mississippi Trial 1955. During the story, Hiram goes throughout an entire adventure, including a murder of Emmett Till, a boy from Chicago who got viciously murdered by Brian Miller. During this story, Hiram came across his grandpa, who ran the cotton fields and was very racist. During his time spending in Greenwood, Mississippi, he learned that Grandpa is not actually the person he thought he was. He's much more racist and mean. But his dad, who taught him not to be racist, is not actually as bad as he thought. So that's Hiram.
Wait, stop.
Pa is RC's dad, and he's really strict and abusive. And he always is drunk. Now to you.
I will be talking about Dad now. Dad is Hiram's dad. He was a nicer character, but kind of strict to Hiram. During the relationship throughout the book, at the beginning of the book, you know that Hiram and his dad are not really nice. As the book starts out, my dad hates to hate. So you start out knowing that he's kind of anti-racist, which he really is anti-racist. So he is really, at the end of the book, he gets really nice to Hiram, and they end up having a decent relationship from what we know. Now to bring in our guest star, Bob Bagel. Got a Bob Bagel for the setting of Mississippi Trial 1955. So how you doing, Bob?
I am doing fine.
So what about the setting should we know?
Well, this whole book, most of this book took place in Mississippi. Well, a little of it took place in Arizona.
What do we learn in Arizona about Hiram?
Well, that's where Hiram lived for about
Wasn't it 6 or
9
7
years? 9 years, because he was 7 years old. And, well, he went back to Greenwood to take care of his grandpa after his grandpa had a stroke. And the place where Emmett was taken from, that was in Money, from his Uncle Moses' house. And
So, do we know anything about
Wait,
what
I'm not
happened
done.
at Moses' house?
and the courthouse was in Sumner.
Okay, what did the courtroom look like? Was there a lot of people there? Was there,
Yes, there was a lot of people.
How
And
was
it
the
was segregated.
How was the judge? That explains a lot.
And the jury was open too.
That we know that is, but wasn't there someone people like Mr. Paul who?
Yes, but he was blind.
But didn't he? Wasn't he like not racist at all, or was he showing some hint of racism? So, so he didn't show any hint of racism. That's what I thought. So nice seeing you, Bob Bagel. Talk to you later. Hold tight while we take a break.
If you were different, you got discriminated. Like Emmett Till in Mississippi Trial, 1955. Oh, he got beat up, it wasn't fair. They were no means to that for, but it was very nice. Word! That's very racist. If you were different, you got discriminated. Like Emmett Till in Mississippi Trial, 1955. Oh, he got beat up, it wasn't fair. They were no means to that for, but it was very nice. Word! Passing very racist. If you were different, you got discriminated. Like Emmett Till in Mississippi trial, 1955. Oh, he got beat up, it wasn't fair. They were so mean to that poor, but it was very nice. Word! Passing very racist. If you were different, you got discriminated. Like Emmett Till in Mississippi trial, 1955. Oh, he got beat up, it wasn't fair. They were so mean to that poor, but it was very nice. Word!
Oh, sorry.
Welcome back to GMCM News.
Grandpa was a very racist man, and he was part of the White Citizens Council, which tried to get the schools to stop being segregated. And he possibly could have been part of Emmett's death, and he never would have done any of those things if Grandma had not died, because Grandma would have tried to stop him, and he would not have done that if Grandma was still alive, because Grandma would be very angry with him.
This is Greenwood, Mississippi, where Hiram came up to visit his grandma and grandpa for the summer. Let's go to the Tallahatchie River. This is an important river called the Tallahatchie River, where Emmett Till's body was found at the bottom of the river because he got murdered.
It was more. He was found near the shore, floating, with barbed wire around him. He was supposed to be in deep water, but he ended up near shore.
Right.
Let's go to the Yazoo. This is the Yazoo
This
River.
is the Yazoo River, where this is the bridge where Naomi and Hiram used to meet up at night for a relaxing time, I guess.
Whenever Naomi was stressed or sad, she came to this bridge.
To get a break.
This is what we think happened to Emmett Till.
Introducing Bob Bagel to talk about the settings.